All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Klauser. This is episode 241. Yeah, it's wild. I always find it wild that I do this podcast. I think it's wild that I do any of this. I think it's wild that I had a plan, a mindset at the age of it really was always there. Music was really the first thing, and then I blew my hand out, and then I realized I needed to do something other than music. And it was really interesting. If I wouldn't have hurt my hand and I wouldn't have had to focus more on filmmaking versus actual music, where I'd be way more musically talented, because I know how to play about 6 instruments. So it would that would be very intense. That would be cool. I'd probably be very more into that, and then I know a lot more music, a lot more things. But then I always also think there's a lot of aspects of creativity that I have that would not ever been developed. But then there have been other things probably would have been developed. So hey, it is what it is. What's up? How are you? Salutations. Hope you guys are doing well. This is Saturday. Was it 1:32 in the afternoon right now? I'm trying to get this podcast done, because as soon as I get this done, I don't really have anything else. I need to write. I didn't write yesterday. And it's always, let me tell you, the days that I don't write, I feel like a pretty big asshole. I just don't understand. It's not that hard. Just do it. It sucks. It sucks for a little bit of time, and it only sucks during it. But then after I'm done, I'm like, holy shit, I'm so glad I did that, because I have such more of a pile of creation that I did not have before. Because I really do feel it's like anything. It's like when you start something like golf, for example. There's this muse to everything. There's how they always have this terminology of the football gods, or the golf gods, or the music god, any kind of god kind of thing. And it's and what it is oh, I did really good at something, and it feels like it's out of your talent range. But something it was able to harness. You were able to harness something, and you were able to do that. I feel like it's the same thing when with any creative writing or golf. If you just do it, even though you're gonna suck at it. I suck at fucking driving. I suck at it. I just suck at it, and I dread driving every fucking hole. Unless it's unless it's a kind of maybe a par 4 that if you want to play smart, you can do a 7-iron, or you can just wedge it up, or a 3. I'm just way more, and it used to be the other way around. But you have to just face it, and you always feel better after you do it, even if you fail, because you didn't allow that inner bitch to come out. And the same thing with writing. If you just write, you always feel better after you write. It's also working out. It's the same thing. It's just you're always in a better spot, no matter whatever happens. You're always in a better spot after it. And that's why I always have to keep my mindset like that, because John, it's gonna suck. You're not gonna like this. It's not gonna be that much fun. But once you get it done, everything else feels so much more enjoyable. The sun's a lot more shine. The sun's warmer. That the beer tastes a little bit better. Everything. It's just because it's a responsibility that you have chosen to do, and you got it done, and you achieved it, because that's the biggest thing. That's really what separates. I don't expect a fucking thing to come from this goddamn podcast. I really don't. That's not the point of it. The point of it is to do it, because it sharpens a knife. It sharpens this knife of hey, gotta do something every week. If you don't do it, what's the point? What's the point of doing all this stuff if you can't even just do this one little thing? You can't do this one little aspect of it. What's the point of the bigger thing? And it's just everything like that. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Weird. I'm in a weird. Transitional phase as an artist, as a filmmaker, as a creator, as someone who wants to, who needs to, has to, who just gotta make more stuff. I'm just like, whoa. It's funny. It's just because it's like, it's fall, it's summer, into summer, fall. We're going into winter time. I hate winter. Not that it's cold, it's just that like a lot of things that like I really enjoy. I like being outside, like golf. But just like enjoying the sun. Just warmth. I just enjoy warmth, really. And it goes away. And it's sad. But yeah. Well, we're like 6 minutes into this podcast. Actually, I'm just going to talk till 7 minutes. And, I'm going to start doing? I have a new stopwatch, and I'm able to take screenshots of it. And when I do that, that's the marking of when I can go, and that's my mark for when I edit. It took me I don't know. I've been editing 241. This is my 241th episode that I've edited. It's taking me that many to realize, there's tools you can use that can help you when you edit, so you're not always having to search. Because the thing that takes me the longest is trying to find that little marker for each to sync up video and audio and stuff. All right, well, you guys want to watch this week's video? We can do that. All right, this person is back again. All right, let's go.
No, because this is the best way to describe it. I feel like the first few days of standing to pee, I can pee out of my penis now. It was weird, obviously, like I have to get used to it, but also it felt like I was going to urinate all over myself. To be truthful, it still felt like I still had a vagina and I still was going to pee out down through the bottom of my groin instead of actually going through the new urethra that they lengthen out and going through and out of my penis. Now, I've slowly gotten used to it now. I've been really trying to hydrate. I still pee out blood once in a while, but that's how I know I'm kind of overdoing things, and that's when I'll take a step back and be like, all right, I need to relax. But what is getting most annoying is my catheter. I still have my SP catheter in, so after I'm done peeing, I have to use this afterwards and see if there's anything else sitting in my bladder. But that's just temporary. Hopefully I can get this out soon.
Welcome to The John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
What's so funny about that? Like, when I first saw that video, I discovered it of me recording this. I discovered it the morning of, before I sat down and I recorded this podcast, and I was like, okay, this is interesting, weird. Okay, this is definitely like, I don't know what I did. I clicked on something. It had to have happened maybe, I would say, maybe 4 months ago. I clicked on something, and it was one of these weird videos, and now all Instagram thinks I want to see are these weird videos. And so I'm getting, it's getting oddly odd. I have, black people who have dreads and they feel like they're airbenders. I have this, clearly it's a dude now. I don't even know how to, because I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just like saying, like, it was once a girl, but now it's a guy. But like he like, I mean, good. Like, dude, like, your shoulders are like boulders, bro. Like, I'm jealous of your fucking shoulders. I'm jealous. Really, honestly, I'm jealous of the bro's forearms. If we're gonna be honest with you, but I'm like, yeah, you're taking tests. I'm like, then I would say that to him, And then the next thing would be like, my first thing I'd say to him, and then the next thing would be like, feels pretty good to be taking all that test, doesn't it? You just want to fuck everything, don't you? It's wild. Yeah, now you know how it feels to be us all the time. Yeah, you're just wild all the time, But yeah, I showed you a video of this person last week. So if you haven't checked out, if you go to last week's videos and go to the segment near the end where I show videos, this is the ones I was like, I have to show you this, because this person is going through a whole, not just a transition. This is the example of what I'm meaning. Like, it's hilarious because I saw this video of this person. It was somebody who was on a reality show, and he was a guy on, I want to say it was The Bachelorette. He was one of the dudes on Bachelorette, and he got pretty far, and I think it was like top 4, and she didn't pick him, but now he's a transition to a woman, but it's almost parody because it's like he doesn't do anything, or she doesn't do anything to really transition, and that's not my words. That's like people who are like other people who have transitioned and like are full blown, because like it's hilarious because there's some ones that are like, like the whole point of going through transition and saying you're transgendered is to actually transition, not just to wear a dress. Like you have to, like, if you have a hairy chest and you want to be a female, you need to shape, you need to look more feminine. But in my opinion, a lot of it is it's never highlighting like the awesome and the really cool things about being a woman, because there's really awesome, cool, unique things about being a woman. There's also really cool, unique things about being a man. It just is. It's just with anything. There's really cool, awesome things about a pin. There's some really shitty things about pins too. Like they explode in your pocket. Like they can ruin a pair of pants. Like there's just one of those things. Like so, and it's so funny to see these people. They get so pissed because like you need to do this whole transition. You need to do all this stuff. But like I don't. It's just wild to me that this person and these things and what we do now, what we don't consider, what we do consider. I don't know. I think it's weird. I don't think we need to be worried about this stuff. Like there's more problems still. Like we've kind of fixed the problem with like eating for the most part. Like everyone in this world could eat if we really fucking fixed it. Fuck, why don't we finish that one? We don't finish that. I don't even know where I was going with any of this. You guys just want to go to Craigslist because I think that it's about that time. So we'll go to. So this week, guys. Okay, so Craigslist. There's this website called Craigslist or Misconnections. We go to Misconnections and go to Craigslist. Yeah, I did a little pause because I need to have intros to these fucking segments because it's so fucking dumb that I don't have any little segments to these intros, and I've been doing these little intros to these segments because I've been doing them for a while now. But if you're not familiar with Craigslist Misconnections, there's this website called Craigslist. You can go in there and get like washer, dryer. You can get like a used car. There's a bunch of random stuff like an apartment. You can also fuck someone on there like I did once. Anyway, but there's this thing called Misconnections. It's like a subreddit. It's like Reddit. There's like a sub Craigslist, or yeah, and it's called Misconnections. And you go there, and people go there, and they talk about how they've had a connection with somebody, or they interact with somebody, and they, wish they would have got their phone number or something like that. Something we've all wished. We wish we would have done a little bit more for the situation, but we didn't. What is life? So is life. So is I. What? Anyway, so this week, normally I go on there. What I did was, how it all started was that I Googled Craigslist Misconnections. And I thought I was in Kansas City. Went to Kansas City, and then kind of like slowly started reaching further out from Kansas City, like Wichita, Lawrence, like Lee Summit, Grandview, all over the Kansas City, Kansas metropolitan area. And then, I don't know what I did today. Something I clicked on the one below it than I normally do. Because when you click on something on Google, if you click on it a lot, it changes a different color. It kind of indicates that, like, oh, you've been on this website a lot, and it tells you the last time you've been on it. Well, I clicked on the one below it, and it's apparently like the best of Craigslist of some list. And I have found some of the best Craigslist misconnections stuff. They're a little longer, so it's going to take a little bit longer than they normally do this week, but I think it's worth it. So we might not do as many because they're quite a bit longer than the normal ones, but these ones are way more off-hinged, and they're almost more like a kind of a like a Yelp review in a really odd way. But I just thought we should we should do this. So like I'll show you the first one, and then you'll really get the grasp and you'll get the real taste of what these ones are, because they're way different than the ones that we normally just do, because those are like little snippets. It's almost like a breath. These are the novelists of the Craigslist misconnections world. All right, for example, let's go to the first one. An open letter to the person who called the cops. Or called the police. Hold on, let me record it. Yeah. All right. So, an open letter to the person who called the police. Where do I begin? First off, thank you. Thank you for being the right place at the right time and doing the right thing. On a cold January night, you saw my husband swerving all over the road. You followed him while dialing 911. I haven't been able to reach him for a few hours and was frantic by the time this happened. He was out driving under the influence. I appreciate you and everything you did for us. Yes, he was drunk, hammered, he was hammered even, and because of your actions, he was arrested and charged. His first ever offense. Also, because of your actions, he didn't cause an accident. He didn't hurt anyone else, and he was not able to come home to us. He is now sober. He has been for a few months now. This was a huge wake-up call for him. He is deeply remorseful and is still dealing with his actions. It hasn't been easy, but I really believe that your phone call saved his life and possibly the lives of others. I thank God for you and every day, and that the outcome wasn't worse. Many thanks, my wife, or his wife. Okay, this isn't the best one. Let me tell you this. Okay, so this is supposed to be the best stuff, and there's a lot of weird ones, and I was expecting this to be like, hold on, let's get a better one. I think I failed you guys on this, but that's kind of the idea. They're like just really super fucking long. Okay, yeah, foul play. You, I think it's supposed to be cum, but you crumbed over to my place, and the next morning you left me on bread. What the flock? Whether you'll realize it or not, that wasn't very cool. Just my cluck. I didn't expect that kind of tweetment from you. You stuck me with a big bill and possibly crepe. I think it's supposed to be herpes. But Kirpies? Chirpies? Toucan play at this game. Watch your quack. You have flow days. You have 5 days. See, this is what I was talking about. This was like all bird puns. This is what I was trying to get at to you guys. This is what it was. Yeah. Okay. Graveyard. Vignette. Slayer. Woman for man. I knew we weren't meant to be the moment you said Hillary Clinton was a lizard person. I didn't care that you liked wearing socks with your flip-flops or that you like to dress in all black leather. I didn't judge you for being Team Edwin or Bernie. Truth is, you make me laugh to the point my chapped lips blood. Okay. As I lay at night awake writing in my pink and purple My Little Pony journal, I snuggle up to my what kind of pillow? My what? I have never heard that. I've never seen
Waifu.
my waifu pillow and wish it was you. I've never heard of a waifu pillow. That has to be like some sort of brand. Waifu pillow. I vision you standing there with your Fabio hair blowing in the wind. In one hand, you have a hammer, in the other, a pack of vaginal dental dam. A vaginal dental dam. You would probably see. You'll probably never see this, but if you do, ride off with me in the sunset on my George Jetson mop. Come live in a life together on a farm, breeding horse simulation cycle. What the hell? I will never. I'm sorry. I'm like, this is so fucking weird, and I didn't read all these. I just read titles, and then I just kind of went from there. I will never force you to drink shitty drinks like Bud Light, and we can have pet rats and train them to do cool tricks. What the fucking fuck? See what I mean? These are so weirder than the normal ones that we do. These are so much weirder, but they're a lot longer. Oh God, I don't really. Prick at the patio at Wingstop. Wow. Quit being an ass hat. At least they have like the right. They used an instead of a ass hat because, do people know the difference? Do you know the difference between when you need to use a and? So when there's a word like if you're looking like an a elephant, you use an elephant because you don't want to have two vowels next to each other like that. You don't want to have a and then a random like word that starts with a vowel. So you have to use an. I don't know why. That's one of the weirdest rules. Granted, it does sound better when you do an elephant instead of a elephant, an elephant, an elephant. Now in writing, whatever. I can see how you get away with it. You could get away with it, but it's one of the weird things. But I'm not gonna read that one. Let's see. Let's go to another one of the shorter ones. Oh my God. Okay. So condoms and bread. Woman for man. Hi. You left your 36 value pack of condoms and your organic multigrain whole wheat bread at the farmer's market table this past Saturday, 1/14. You included the receipt for the condoms, which both shocked and delighted me. I really had no idea condoms were this expensive. Shocked because although these look like really good ones, they set you back almost $40. Delighted because if no one claims them, I'm exchanging them for 4 tubs of Maybelline Great Lace. What's it,
Mascaras.
Mascaras, a true classic, and some sunscreen. I didn't see you, nor did any of my employees, but I imagine you to be male, all in caps, born in the 90s or 2000s, yet cautious, health concerned, yet carb loving. Maybe a long distance runner would make sense in the stamina department as well. Or maybe you are in a band. I asked around, but no one was admitting anything to me. I learned that people don't appreciate being asked if they misplaced their condoms, and really, I was just trying to help and bust your balls, but only a tiny bit. I just feel like if I ever spent $40 on condoms, never, and $6 on a loaf of bread always, and then lost them while buying a $7 juice, I'd be mad. So let me know if these are yours. I'll bring them this weekend to the market. Wild. Okay, so that's that. Okay. That's some stuff. Okay, well, we have like 5 minutes left, so we should probably watch some videos, shouldn't we? So, let's see here. What video should we watch? Oh, dude, I found this girl this morning at like 4 in the morning. I woke up and I just randomly like looked on TikTok, not TikTok, but on Instagram, and of course, what am I gonna find? I'm gonna find something weird. All right, here we go. Watch this video.
I was living my best fucking life. I had a boyfriend everyone wanted. Besties living in a high-rise above McLaren, whatever. I had a fucking job where I don't have to try, you know. I didn't have to fucking...
That's all her videos. All of her videos are like these very weird, just off the wall, like videos. Like it's just like it's very methy-ish, but I almost want to say, because she's Asian, that she knows what she's doing, and it's the whole thing satire on purpose, and it's set up like this for a reason. So here's the next one.
Serious, I'm so yin and zen IRL that you don't see this. I'm like, okay, then just do it for me. Like, then do it like you made it hard on purpose to fuck me over.
Like, what? Like, makes no sense. Her videos make absolutely no fucking sense at all. None. And then you got this person, which I left a comment on their video. It's one of the top comments. It's just like, it's funny. It's supposed to be an inside joke, and if you see it, you're like, oh yeah, it's inside joke. Okay, like I watched that thing too. Yeah.
This is my father. He is 327 years old and has been transgender for the last 200 years. Do you have any advice for the baby transes out there? Wow, let's go hit that again.
Yeah, his videos are just weird, but let's clean the palate with something a lot less weird.
Get completely ripped on alcohol. Now, I get high on my own urine. You see, urine is full of DMT, dimethyltryptamine, and this is a very psychoactive part of our body, which our body creates. It's actually what happens when we die and we see that white light. That's what's happening. The DMT is being released in our body. So urine contains DMT, and it can actually give you this psychoactive, trippy type feeling. Now, in my own personal experience, urine, when I consume it, I feel more of myself. I feel more of the universe. I feel more complete and more whole. And to me, that's a trippy feeling.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up to see if there's DMT in urine. Is there DMT? And I'm not getting anything. How long does DMT stay in your system? No. I just want to know if DMT's in the is there DMT in your urine? Because sometimes like people who do meth, if you do meth and then if you piss and you drink your piss, you can get high again off meth. It's gross and fucking disgusting. And a little sad. But yeah, I'm not getting anything. I just don't believe that. Maybe there's DMT in your urine because you took DMT, but that'd be about it. That's the only thing I can think of. But I don't know. But guys, we've hit the 30-minute mark. We've reached the end of another podcast. I did it, guys. I did it. Yeah. I'm gonna now start getting stuff ready to go play golf. All right. If you got this far, thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next episode. All right. Bye.